if you are not new to this space, you understand that, or you will know that Muslims have always claimed that the Torah and the Injil are corrupt. Interestingly, the Quran never claims that the Torah and the Injil are corrupt. No, never, no such claims in the Quran, no such claims in the Hadith. But Muslims today claim that the Torah and the Injils are corrupt. I wanted to do a video on this, so I stumbled upon this one by Sam Shamoun, so I decided I should share with my community. However, I'm still going to do a video with an exclusive list of references that supports that the Bible as it is today is not corrupt. And this somehow confirms that the Quran is definitely not of God. Now let's listen to Sam Shamoun in this video.
I don't believe in the Quran it says that the scriptures are here in hand.
What?
You want to bet?
How much you want to bet, boy? What you putting on that
bet.
ticket?
You guys know that.
We want me to bombard you with the verses? In chapter 2, verses 40 to 44, chapter 2, verse 89, verse 91, verse 97, verse 101, verse 113, verse 121. That's just in chapter 2. We'll go through them. Chapter 3, verses 3 and 4, chapter 3, verse 50, chapter 4, verse 47, chapter 5, verses 43 to 48, chapter 5, verse 66 and 68. Then we can go to chapter 46, verse 12 and 30. But then if we go a little earlier, we go to chapter 10, verse 37. And then we can include chapter 6, verse 115 and 1827, that none can corrupt the words of Allah. And that's just some of the many I can appeal to. Then if I go to the hadith, it's burial. What do you mean it doesn't? Muhammad is confirming, he says, what you have with you. This confirms what you have with you. He can show you the verses.
Yeah, let's just stay in chapter 2 for a second. Yeah. All right, so chapter 2, verse 41. And believe in that I have sent down, confirming that which is with you, and be not the first to disbelieve in it, and sell not my signs for a little price, and fear you me. And do not confound the truth with vanity, and do not conceal the truth wittingly, and perform the prayer, and pay the alms, and bow with those who bow. Will you bid others to piety, and forget yourselves while you recite the book? Do you not understand? So let's just break this down really quick. So the verse just said that the scripture is there with them in their hands. It's in their possession. Not only is it there with them in their possession, but they are reciting it. They're reading it. Right, Yusuf?
Sure.
What did they have at that time, Muhammad? What were the books they had at that time?
Should be the Torah, Zabur, and the Injil.
Exactly.
Good man, Yusuf. I want to kiss your head.
Exactly.
So then how can you say it's corrupt? You just admit it was there.
From everything you have said, if everything is correct, and obviously I'll go back before I just make the jump. I don't try and do too many leaps. I would renounce Islam.
You need to. That's the whole point. Study.
I will say from the translations that you put up there, my Quran doesn't give nearly as what you're saying. As far as Surah 2, verse 41, it says,
read it for us. Read it in your own translation.
Yeah, it says, O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and fulfill your covenant with me. I will fulfill my covenant with you, and me alone should you fear. You said that was
what?
No, maybe it's a different versification, because it's chapter 2, 40 to 44, but it should be in your 41. And if it's not 41, read 42.
It might be a versification. I think that's got to be it.
No, read the next one, because it's going to follow.
So it says, and believe in what I have sent, which fulfills that which is with you.
Well, so how's it read differently? You're translating that which is with you.
The way I've always been taught about the Bible as a Muslim, there can be parts that are true.
The parts that agree with the Quran, right?
Yeah, because the way it works is some of those words are misattributed to God.
So, but how do you know that the parts that agree with the Quran are true? Because that assumes the Quran is true.
Well, and on top of that too, like just think about the logic of saying that we go to a corrupt book to confirm the Quran as true. I mean, that itself is fallacious.
Woo.
And you should know the response to that, and that's what 548. I want to say that's two.
Oh no, that's not what it says. Muhaiminan alayh. You want me to teach you what Muhaiminan alayh means? Because they lied to you.
And we have revealed unto the book, compromising the truth and fulfilling that which was revealed before it in the book, and as a guardian over
it. Okay, that's all it says. Right. Yep. Guardian. Number one, did you catch the part where it says fulfilling? It's actually musaddiqan lima baina yaday, meaning confirming what is between his hands. It's saying the Quran confirms what is there and he has access to. So that's number one. Go to any Arabic lexicon. Sadaqa means to confirm and bear witness, to testify to the veracity of something, that you're bearing witness, this is true. So the first part of the verse says that one of the functions of the Quran is that it confirms as true that which was there at the time of Muhammad. So what was there at the time of Muhammad? The gospel given to Jesus. And if you go earlier, the Torah. So the Quran is saying that Torah, that gospel, the Torah given to Israel and the gospel given to Jesus, there at the time of Muhammad, and the Quran confirms that Torah and gospel to be true. So let's start with that first part. The second part, muhaiminan alayh, that even according to Muslims has various meanings. One of which is to believe in and testify that this is the truth. Another means that it is to be used to determine for Muslims how much of the previous legislation is binding on Muslims and how much has been abrogated. The context is it's telling the Jews, don't come to Muhammad for judgment. You have the Torah. Why do they come to you seeking judgment when they have the Torah? Do you see that?
Yep.
Now, help me understand, Yusuf. Muslims tell me, don't go to the Old Testament, it's corrupt. Come to the Quran. Allah tells Muhammad, tell the Jews, don't come to you, go to the Torah. Why is Allah having the Jews go to a Torah that's corrupted instead of coming to Muhammad for judgment?
Yeah, that's hard logically. I've actually been very interested, ironically, in the Old Testament. So,
and then in 547, read 547.
And we caused Jesus, son of Mary, to follow in their footsteps, fulfilling that which was revealed before him in the Torah. And we gave him the gospel, which contained guidance and light, fulfilling that which was revealed before him in the Torah, and a guidance and an admonition for the God-fearing.
Now, if you read it, this is the argument of the author of the Quran. Hey, Jews, don't come to Muhammad. Go to your Torah. Why? Because your Torah has God's commands. It is guidance and light. Judge by it. And let me tell you how authoritative the Torah is. Because if you read it, says, the prophets and the rabbis judged by it. Jesus himself confirmed it. That's what it's saying in 547. Jesus himself confirmed the Torah in his day, and his gospel confirms it. If the Torah is good enough for Jesus, the Torah is good enough for the prophets, it's good enough for you. Now you have, according to the Quran, an unbroken chain confirming the Torah could not have been corrupted, because it says, from the time of Jesus, the Torah was good, and he confirmed it. At the time of Muhammad, the Torah is good. That argument shows that he believed it has never been corrupted. So that's now number one. And he says, and you, Muhammad, your book also confirms what is there present with the Jews and Christians. But it is also muhaiminan alayh. And if he opens up the article, you're going to see what they hid from you. Here, you'll see the Muslims are telling you that it means testifying to it, al-jalalain. You see it? That's one meaning. Tabari gives you several meanings. So if you go there, Tabari tells you that there are several meanings. A witness to them, the previous scriptures, that they are truth from Allah, faithful to them, and a protector to them, to protect and watch over. And then one of the meanings is to believe in them. It's right there. But there's another meaning. Muhaiminan means that the Quran will function as a means by which the Muslims will determine how much of the previous commands are binding on them, how much they're freed from. For example, the Torah binding on the Jews, and the Torah says keep Sabbath, don't eat camel meat. The Quran says, though the Torah is true, you don't follow it, you follow the Quran. So if the Quran says you don't need to keep Sabbath and you can have camel meat, then you've been freed from that legislation. That's all it means. Okay. And by the way, that's not my comments. That's the comments of the study Quran that Jay has, which I believe I quote in that article at the end. Right there, 43, 44. Look what it says. It says, well, you want to read it, Avery? You want me to read it?
Yeah, I got it.
Look what it says. These are Muslims. Go ahead.
Yep. It says this verse then, along with verses 44 to 47, indicates that the Torah and the gospel remain valid sources of moral and legal judgment and guidance for Jews and Christians, respectively, even after the coming of the prophet. Indeed, even in his presence. See also verse 68, where the people of the book are likewise enjoined to observe their scriptures.
Enlarge Jay's screen because he has it right there. It's right there, bro.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't misquoting. And it goes on to say what it means. So my point is, not to belabor the point, you've been misled, you've been deceived. Okay. The Quran does not say the Bible's corrupt. The Quran says the Bible's uncorrupt. It's still authoritative. And Muhammad said to the Jews, if you're not going to believe me, then follow your Torah. Christians are not going to believe me, follow your gospel, because that's the gospel Jesus gave you. So I don't believe Muhammad, so I follow my gospel. But my gospel says Muhammad is an antichrist. You made a mistake, Yusuf. You need to come back home to Jesus.
So there you have it, guys. Like I said, I was still going to do a video with an exclusive list of all the references supporting that the Bible is good as it is and not corrupt. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button right away. If you have a thought to share with us, share it in the comment section below and like this video. Thank you.